Alrighty, and welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. Yes, a brand new intro for you guys. We're trying to up our game, have a little bit of fun. Today, we're going to talk about what's coming next in crypto. What's going on with Bitcoin? We already got some folks in the chat. Welcome to everybody that is in the chat. Marty, good to see you. Michael, good to see you. My Steve, Archie, I don't know how to say that name. Waldo, Creeper, good to see you guys. Welcome, 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 guys. So here's the deal. Can Bitcoin break $150,000 in 2024? And guys, I'll tell you, The answer could be yes, but it's a bold prediction. Now, Tom Lee from Fundstrat came out, and this man loves some bold price predictions for Bitcoin, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Mitch Clouder, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Mitch Cloutier, maybe that's how you say that. Guys, $150,000 Bitcoin. I want to talk about that with you. Today is the market open. Market opened 8 minutes ago. We'll take a peek at what the charts are doing today. Some of the recent moves. I made some more moves. I've got some degen in me lately, and I want to tell you guys what I'm doing. Am I making a good move? Am I making a bad move? You guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. Good morning, though. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is the Crypto Report. I'm Crypto Kip. We got 20 viewers and 5 likes, and let's just go ahead and get right in. I hope you guys enjoyed that opening little screen for you, and it was a lot of fun. Shout out to Black Sea for putting that together. Now let's go ahead and peek at what's going on here this morning, guys. So welcome if you're just joining us. It's a market open kind of moment, guys. So let's see where we're at. $50,900 for Bitcoin. It's a little bit of a cool off period, folks. I'm gonna take down the music here. We're gonna take down the music. I'll come back. We'll do some music later on when we're just kind of hanging out and looking at charts. All right. But that's a fun one. That's like a John Wick techno copyright free mix. I'm a big fan of it. Mitch Cloutier says, you got some pretty good calls, man. Well, I hope I can keep up the good work. You know, Mitch, I know a lot of our followers here have probably been a little stressed out with Crocoin, but I tell you, I still believe in that hypothesis. And the truth is, you know, you can't pick all the winners, right? You can come up with some theories. You can come up with some ideas of what's going on. And, you know, some people before all of a sudden NVIDIA popped off said if NVIDIA's bearish, then Singularity will be bearish. If some people said if NVIDIA, the stock, was bullish, then these AI plays would be bullish. And well, I didn't look into that. I didn't worry about that. AI plays, I just haven't been on top of. So I made some good calls. I missed some. Crypto.com's Crocoin might seem like a frustrating call to some people, but I still believe in it. I'm still holding it. You know, there's going to be a lot of great plays in this. And I say it all the time, guys. You know, look at the 24 hours. There's 41% gains on Uniswap. I didn't even see that. Uniswap is up 41% today. What is going on with Uniswap? Now, Uniswap is the #1 DEX on Ethereum. What if Alex Labs and Bitcoin DeFi start popping? Alex Labs, the Uniswap of Bitcoin, almost. You can maybe say that there's some other ones out there. I just messed around with, I'll show you what I was messing around with, some other swap functions. But Filecoin's hot. We were talking about Filecoin early in this bull run. I told you guys that Filecoin pops at some point. Now, the recent move that Filecoin made over to Solana, that's a very interesting maneuver, guys. A very interesting maneuver indeed. I know some people are extremely bullish on Filecoin for that. That's a different thing for Filecoin to have in this bull market. And I saw that some people are coming out with their, you know, big predictions, and Solana's in, I think, everybody's big prediction list. So Filecoin could do well on account of that. Corgi coin on Filecoin is hot. How does that make you feel about WELSH? Yeah, we're going to talk more about WELSH today. Armin Clark, one of our lovely members in the chat. By the way, if you want to become a beautiful member like Armin Clark and like Creeper and like Waldo, you can get access to our private Discord and become a member using our link in the description down below. So take advantage of that if you haven't done so before. But let's look at some of the other big movers on the day. So, well, actually, let's look at some of the top coins here. Let's look at, so Bitcoin's at 50,800, kind of coming lower. Ethereum at 2,938 bucks today. Binance coin's actually doing very well. Surprisingly off the $300 level, to my surprise. Solana's stuck at about 100 bucks right now. Solana below 100 bucks feels bearish. Solana above 100 bucks feels bullish. Anybody else? Bitcoin right now, with the market open, hopefully we can see some volatility bring this thing back up. If Bitcoin can come back up, our other plays can come back up as well. Mitch Cloutier says, Crow's my biggest bag, and I'm not worried about it at all. Crow will succeed. So there you go. You have an example of somebody who says, I'm making killer calls, and they're even a Crocoin holder. So there you go. You have somebody with a determination behind their bags and open to probably trading some of these silly ones like WELSH. Like Gus is really silly. By the way, I have a sillier play for you guys that I made with Gus. It's getting a little ridiculous, to be honest with you. You could call it gambling. You could call it a crypto degen. You could call it, I don't know, instinct. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. But John316 says he is bullish. Let's look at some of the bearish picks for the day. And maybe if you're bullish, Benny, was it Benny? No, it's John316. If you're bearish, bullish John316, then maybe you want to look at some of the ones that are down. I've had a lot of people talking to me about helium. Personally, I just can't go crazy on this play. It's just not as exciting enough for me. Now, maybe with this whole AT&T power outage thing that happened yesterday and Verizon power outage thing that happened yesterday, or wherever your mobile network is, maybe there is now an argument for we need some like decentralized mobile network. So helium could do really well on that. Very interesting to see this thing down after everybody's been talking about it so much. It's at a $1.3 billion market cap. Could it see more upside? Maybe. Ordi's got a lot of downside right now. Honestly, guys, I sold all my Ordi a while ago. This is a meme token, one of the first BRC20 meme tokens on Bitcoin. But now it's all about the first meme token on Bitcoin that is not bonk. So that's the next bonk. That is Welsh. That is Welsh. Actually, so yeah, I always thought it was Ordi. It is Welsh. I guess Welsh was the first meme token on Bitcoin officially, which is why I'm very bullish on it. Sunshine Kid says Stacks a good buy right now at $2.54. Sunshine Kid, I'm going to be honest with you. I think Stacks is a good buy, even when we're breaking into all-time highs, because I believe that's a silly thing to say out loud to an audience. I don't do financial advice. You make your own choices here, guys, but I'll talk more about why I'm saying something ridiculous like that here in a minute. The fact is it's not that ridiculous. AI, gaming, ERC-404, and Solana ecosystem are all trending. The fact that Bitcoin DeFi is not up here is silly to me. It's absolutely silly. So let's look at the big losers over the last 7 days, because those are your best buys. Maybe not Snarknet. I don't know much about that. Sats 1000. Again, I sold all my Sats 1000. I sold all my Ordi, and I'm so glad I did when I did. I see a new theme coming, and the theme is coming with Bitcoin DeFi. These were the early movers. It was time for those to cool off. Above $1 billion meme coins. Time for those to cool off. And so we're just making the plays as we make them, guys. And so far, it's good. Marty says Gus. We'll talk about Gus, Marty. I've got more money in Gus than I've ever had in any meme coin in my life. That's a fact. And look, that might be dumb, and it might make me a lot of money. I don't know. I'm going to keep you guys posted with it. We'll see. The thing that I keep thinking about is when you look at all these other meme tokens that come up, like Silly Dragon and Miro and Analos and Jesus Coin and all these other things in Kakinyu, and you look at now Corgi on Filecoin. How is Welsh and Gus not going to take off? And the fact that Gus is only at a $3 million market cap gets me a little kooky about it. We'll talk about Gus. Marty, you get me going on my Gus bags. Woo! Get me excited. All right. Blue Mountain Coffee. So John, I promise, because this is the coffee I have today, which is whatever. I don't even know. But we're running low. So John316 has been trying to get me to get this Blue Mountain Coffee. I'll order the Blue Mountain Coffee this time. I swear this time. Actually, really though. Oh, man, it's funny. Oh, man, I've been keeping you guys updated on my crypto plays more than my coffee plays. So we're having fun, though, guys. So let's look at what the big gainers are again on the day. Uniswap. I wonder why Uniswap is popping today. Does anybody know what is specifically going on with Uniswap today? What the reason is? Because I don't have the scoop on that. I don't know why this is moving up. It is funny, though, to see Render continuously moving, considering I saw a major influencer, and if you know who it is, you know who it is. If you don't know who it is, sell literally all their Render and try to make a maneuver. People are trying to predict this crash, and some people are just saying, no. Bitcoin is going to go ahead and come back down. Well, NVIDIA is just breaking records over here. Absolutely shattering records right now. Now, this morning, Coinbase and MicroStrategies is down. Robinhood's down. Robinhood's up a little bit. But this was the crazy thing. And so you look at why these AI players are... Look at NVIDIA. Oh, my gosh. Whoa. This thing is at $820. This is crazy. Mom, if you're watching, congratulations. Yeah, I'm talking to my mom. She watches my streams. Yo, guys, she's got a big bag of NVIDIA. And you know what? Good for her. I'm excited for her. You know what? She paid off her house this year. She got some NVIDIA, and she made the money back for her house this year. She's killing the game. It's a killer game, guys. You can make a lot of money in stocks, too. NVIDIA is a good stock. It's probably overbought, but who knows, guys? This thing put on, the story behind this thing is actually ridiculous. It brought in like $25 billion worth of worth in a day. It was like the literally the single biggest gaining day of a stock in history. That's crazy. That's crazy to hear. Anyway, so if you're wondering why, you know, some of these AI plays are moving, you know, NVIDIA could be it. I'm surprised that NVIDIA is not causing Bitcoin to move a little bit more right now. Actually, we're moving a little bit to the downside potentially. Let's kind of check in where we're at here. So let's do some charting, guys. 35 viewers, 14 likes. Do me a favor, guys, and smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you like this content. If you want to become a member on our channel like John, like Armin, you can do so. We got a private Discord. You can join that in the link in the description down below. Thank you for the super chat, Sunshine Kid. A little ray of sunshine in my life is what you are today with that super chat. Thank you, my brother. Aiden says it's coffee that's been digested by a monkey. They harvest the coffee and the beans. No, wait, hold on. Wait. Oh, I've heard of this. The bucket list. Aiden Redisanas is talking about the Kopi Luwak. It's the coffee that Jack Nicholson in the bucket list. Yeah, it's really gross. I've never tried it. But actually, that's one of my favorite movies. That's a tearjerker movie. It's a great one. Speaking of bucket list, is buying Bitcoin on your bucket list? It should be, I think. But that's not financial advice. Let's look at where we're at right now. So we do have a big red weekly candle occurring. And this is what people have been talking about. This is what I've been talking about so very much. And so here's the thought process. Here's where everybody's minds are at right now. And you let me know where your minds are at. And by the way, I put out a vote for you guys. Let me know. Are you bullish? Are you bearish? Go ahead and vote at the top of the chat. So here's where everybody's at right now. We all think we're so smart. You, me, every other YouTuber, the folks that have been in Bitcoin and crypto on Twitter, we think we're so smart. Because we look and we say up and to the right, and then we go, okay, there's a bull cycle, there's a bear cycle, there's a pump, and then there's a 50% dump, and then we do it all again. And so everybody thinks that's going to come. And so we're all talking about this. We've been talking about this. I've been expecting it. You've been expecting it. Some people say, well, because we're all expecting it, we're going to pump straight up. And we're not going to cool off. I can't get behind that yet. I just can't get behind it yet, guys. I want to. But the thing is now all of a sudden, as everybody seems to be just getting behind that, and now people are saying, well, maybe we do just keep going straight up. And people say, this time it's different, just like Sunshine Kid, and that's all love. But, you know, people are starting to flip and say, well, maybe we just keep going up. That just tells you that things are getting frothier. The more that people start to say, well, maybe we just keep going straight up, the more likely we are to correct, in my opinion, because that is just how the mental game of it works, guys. That's how the mental game of it works. It's a weird game. Now, you could look at technicals, you could look at money. The truth is money flow, all these things, these can change when just a big buyer comes. All of a sudden, you have a day where there's big selling for no reason, or there's big buying for some reason that you and I don't know about. Or maybe we find out about it at some very bullish event. I don't know, like Donald Trump endorsing Bitcoin, which might have happened yesterday, kind of. We're going to talk about Donald Trump and Bitcoin because that was ridiculous. That was crazy. Kind of exciting, to be honest with you guys. Kind of exciting. I don't care what you think of the guy. You're going to want to hear every single politician. Hi, Mom. Mom. Every single politician talk about Bitcoin in a positive way. And if they're not talking about Bitcoin in a positive way, then you're probably going to want to run for your life. Just probably. Now, he didn't come out super bullish. We'll talk about it, though. So somebody asked me in the chat, we're going to get to some news. I'm just kind of getting through the charts, giving you guys an update of where we're at right now. We'll get to some news, but right now, somebody asked me, is stacks a good buy? Well, here's the deal, Mac O'Neill. All right. I'm not going to go to the 4-hourly candles. Let's go to the We'll go to the weekly candles here for this good old Stacks coin. Now, Stacks is making its way slowly into some of the biggest influencers out there, top picks. So let's just see how this thing plays out. But right now, we see this thing forming kind of like a little bit of a double top kind of situation, which means one of two things. One, we reject, or two, we explode. Now, I think this is a good buy. Why? Because I don't care if it comes down here. I wouldn't be upset if I bought it here and it came down here. I would be upset if I bought it, if I didn't buy it here and it went up here. I would be upset if I didn't buy it here and it went up here. And I think that's what it's going to do, guys. Because what is Stacks? It is the thing that enables Bitcoin DeFi. If you don't understand this yet, I just tweeted it out yesterday very, very simply, very, very plainly. I just tweeted out the Nakamoto release. And if you don't know what the Nakamoto release is, well, then just let me tell you it very, very simply to you. People are building DeFi on Bitcoin. I just keep saying that every day. It's fun to say because it's like a big shocking revelation for people. They're doing it via Stacks. They're doing it via some other chains as well. Merlin chain, you could debate. Some people say it's on ETH. But people are building DeFi on Bitcoin. They're doing it via Stacks. And your Nakamoto upgrade is going to improve the block times and improve the speed of transactions. And they're also going to reduce the cost of transactions on Bitcoin more than tenfold. We're talking about Solana level transaction times and Solana level cost is what I'm reading. At least Cronos level, which is very good. There's a lot of great chains out there, but it's going to be very interesting to see if Bitcoin has a strong DeFi ecosystem where it's easy to transact with, there's good applications, and the cost is good, and the speed of transactions is good. When that happens, and that's coming soon, guys, that could send Bitcoin skyrocketing. That is likely going to be an event that's going to almost certainly send Stacks to all-time highs. Frankly, I wouldn't be surprised as more people catch on to this news if we have a buy the rumor hype cycle for Stacks, which could be one of the only legitimate arguments that I have for any reason why maybe this run could be different than the broader crypto market or Bitcoin could keep going up because of the Nakamoto upgrade. That's a big buy the rumor, maybe sell the news event. Honestly, I think it's a buy the rumor, buy the news event. It's just buy Bitcoin DeFi quick before everybody else finds out about it and it's too late. And that was a FOMO-ish statement. Yes, I do have a little bit of FOMO with these Stacks coins. And I don't know if I'm psychotic or I don't know if I'm onto something huge here. And I want your feedback in the comments down below because I'm a human. And, guys, I have some theories. They've been working out very well, but we need to keep our head on a swivel. All right? We need to keep our head on a swivel. Solana is looking like it's kind of forming a wedge potentially. Is that kind of what I'm seeing here? Maybe a little bit of a wedge. Is that kind of a wedge here? Kind of. Maybe that's something. Maybe. We'll see how that goes for Solana. Maybe we come back down to the bottom of this. It might be more like that. And maybe we see 89 bucks again. Who knows? Let's see how this thing plays out. Alex Labs, still bullish on Alex Labs, friends. Crowcoin versus BTC, still hanging on. Maybe we found the bottom there. That was my video yesterday a little bit. Crypto.com made it to The Simpsons. That was pretty cool. And some people are hyped about that because Simpsons predicts the future a lot. Very cool. Anyway, guys, we got 42 viewers, 19 likes. Let's get into some news, guys. Mike J says Bitcoin back to $1,000. If Bitcoin goes to $1,000, I'm buying 1,000 Bitcoin. All right. So let's look at, or maybe not 1,000. Maybe I'll buy 100 Bitcoin. All right. So January, February. Yeah. What are we doing, guys? We are bullish. You want to think it's a cool off, but the big question is can Bitcoin go to $150,000 this year? Well, the fact that the Nakamoto upgrade's coming and the fact that BlackRock and Fidelity have over $10 billion worth of Bitcoin and the fact that the Bitcoin bull market's coming and the fact that I'm out of breath because the there's so many bullish things about Bitcoin. I just can't even say them all in front of you. It's just ridiculous. We could keep going up. Sure, we could see $150,000 Bitcoin this year. Do we for sure 100% see that? Well, anybody that tells you we 100% see that is lying to you. Nobody knows exactly what comes next. That's why we just say this is not financial advice. We're all speculating here. Here's a chart that I see increasingly so. It seems like every single crypto influencer likes to share this chart. This is the last bull cycle. Let me know if you agree with me. I'm very curious if you agree with me on this. Last bull cycle, the most popular chart for people to look at was very simply the Bitcoin rainbow chart. This cycle, it's all about these liquidation heat maps because we got more leverage traders than ever before. By the way, if you guys want to leverage trade, you can do so. We have a sign up link for you down below for Femex. When you deposit money into Femex, you get free money to trade with. Leverage trading can be very profitable. It can be very detrimental to your portfolio. So please be careful. If you're an experienced trader, be very careful, okay? Now, this is a very interesting chart. How do you make sense of this? Well, very simply, the way that I understand this is essentially where you see the lighter, greener colors. Think of those as magnets, okay? And that's where the price wants to go. I'm going to keep it as simple as that. These is essentially where there's a lot of volume for liquidation levels. So if we get to these magnets and some moves happen where we get some liquidations here, this could mean, here's the part that gets me about this. This could mean either maybe we get a short liquidation or a long liquidation here. The problem I have with this chart is it doesn't really show you whether it's longs that would get liquidated or shorts. But what this does show you that's kind of cool is once we get past 54,000, we kind of just have an instant jump to 55K. So if we can break back above like 53K, I think it gets a lot easier if we can really break away from this. And then hopefully we can get up here so we can get attracted to the next magnet, which would be the previous all-time highs. There are some strong magnets down here, but this is certainly a big magnet. Hopefully we can pull back up to 52K and Bitcoin just kind of hangs on and trades to the side and we just kind of watch this thing develop. It's going to be very interesting, guys. It's going to be very interesting. But yeah, I mean, here's the thing. This is where everybody's trading right now. If we start breaking out, we could just start exploding. It is really possible, guys. Another thing you got to keep in mind is that a couple factors. Now, who's the man that made the big $150,000 prediction? It's not me. It's not me. It's not my prediction, guys. I'm stealing. No, I'm talking about Tom Lee's prediction. Now, Tom Lee from Fundstrat, in a way, to me, is kind of a top signal always. This guy keeps coming out on CNBC, and every time this guy comes out on CNBC, it's when Bitcoin's already exciting. They bring him out like, oh, Bitcoin's bullish again. Oh, CNBC's like, did we call Tom Lee our Bitcoin bull with the prediction that never actually comes true? And they go, oh, let's get him on the line. And then so here, Bitcoin's up at $50,000, and they call Tom Lee at Fundstrat, and he comes on there and he says, well, Bitcoin, 150K this year. But this time, it's different. Oh, no, sell. He said this time is different. Oh, sell. No, I mean, look, it actually is in this way. I'm not saying this time is different. We're going to go straight up. I'm just saying here's some different things that we're looking at. Here, you have demand improving with the new ETFs. You have supply shrinking with the halving. And if monetary policy eases, which we expect, that's supportive for risk assets. And frankly, those are good facts. Those are good facts. Those are good facts. We have the halving coming. What surprises me is, it doesn't surprise me actually. Guy didn't even talk about Bitcoin DeFi. Guy didn't even talk about Bitcoin DeFi. I think we could see 150K Bitcoin. Does it have to happen this year? No. Could it happen this year? Most certainly. Look, if NVIDIA could do what NVIDIA done did do, then Bitcoin can do it too. They can do it too. And to Tom Lee's point about, monetary policy, let's look at what's coming up. We have the next FOMC meeting on March 20th. We have a 97.5% chance of no change. All right, I'm getting somewhere with this, so bear with me because this is important. What I'm telling you guys is there's a 97.5% chance that Federal Chair Jerome Powell next FOMC meeting comes out and says, we're not going to move the rates yet. I can't say we beat inflation. We're not going to ease these rates. Then May comes along. There's an 80% chance. People are betting that 80% chance in May that there's no change. In June, there's still a 31% chance, but there's a 56% chance, Bob. 56% chance, Bob, that there's ease in June, Bob. Okay, Bob? So, you see where we're kind of going? July looks like there's a rate pivot coming. Looks like we're going to start easing rates. 86% chance in June. So, when's the halving? The halving is in April, May, June, where we potentially have a pivot. In July, where we potentially have it. So, you're going to have a halving. And then you're going to have a Fed pivot. And you're going to have a presidential election. And you might even have a presidential election where Donald Trump is a Bitcoin bull. Say what? We'll get to that in a second. But here's the crazy thing. What if this is wrong? Because this has been wrong before. Matter of fact, everybody thought the Fed wanted to pivot in the last meeting. A lot of people thought that. And people were betting in a big way that the Fed was going to pivot here. Well, then, lo and behold, Federal Chair Jerome Powell came out. And good morning, Beckenbauer. Good to see you. Club Crow. Shout out to Mitch. Shout out to Mike J. If you guys are just joining us, Cousin Carl, Sunshine Kid, Armin Clark. Thanks to all the viewers and all the members on the channel, especially to the members. Much love to you guys. We're just going through what comes next. And there's a good point here. For 150K Bitcoin, we got a couple things lining up. And after the halving, we've got a good chance that these they're going to ease these rates and pivot. That's great. But what if this is wrong? And what if all of a sudden some data comes out and the Fed pivots in March or May? I don't expect that to happen, but nobody does. And if it happens, then all of a sudden we could flip very bullish very fast, and that could just surprise everybody. So that could happen, or maybe this is accurate, and maybe it's just June. And so we look forward to a bullish summer where we make boatloads of money, and the bull market kind of gets its wheels running again in a big way. We're breaking all-time highs in June. Maybe we break all-time highs before. I put out a poll for you guys. Go ahead and vote. Let me know, are you bearish? Are you bullish right now? This is a very interesting conversation with these Fed rates. And if you don't know anything about these Fed rates, it's a conversation that's very important. Monetary policy does influence risk assets. Okay? Now, and it is good to see if we get a Fed pivot, then risk assets can maybe start booming. Though it hasn't stopped NVIDIA. Let's talk about this. Now, crypto's getting political, but what's very interesting is this. Giant Bitcoin logo in the German parliament. This week, you have members of the parliament educating their cohorts on Bitcoin. Here you go. It's in the parliament. Look at this. You can see there's a brochure there with a Bitcoin. You can see that this is on the wall in the German parliament. How legitimate is that for Bitcoin, guys? How about this? We've got the Winklevoss twins putting $5 million into a crypto super PAC. Money is getting involved. Crypto.com ad, bada bing, bada boom on CNBC. You love it. Everywhere you look, crypto, even in the political sphere. I told you guys this was coming. I told you guys that when the debate occurred, when the debate stage goes live, you're going to see questions come to these politicians about Bitcoin for the very first time. And you know what? I nailed it. Listen to this. Listen to this. You got to hear what was asked. Let's listen to the full clip. This is very interesting to me. Very interesting to me. It should be very interesting to you.
China obviously has its own push in the Chinese digital currency. But isn't the next logical step for you to embrace Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin obviously is decentralized. The government can't get its hands on it. What about Bitcoin and all the young people, including African Americans, who are very interested in it?
Well, a lot of people are doing it. I always liked one currency. I call it a currency. I like the dollar. But a lot of people are doing it. And frankly, it's taken a life of its own. You probably have to do some regulation, as you know. But many people are embracing it. And more I'm seeing people wanting to pay Bitcoin. And you're seeing something that's interesting.
More and more people are wanting to pay Bitcoin. I think he's talking about Boris Johnson, who wanted money from Tucker Carlson. More and more people are wanting to pay. I think he was talking about. I think the Boris Johnson story is in his head. I think so, because him and Boris Johnson, they've had some conversations.
So I can live with it one way or the other. I've always liked one really powerful thing, and that's called the dollar.
So he didn't. So he can't. Do you thinking about bracing Bitcoin? Basically, she asked him. And he says this.
Interesting. So I can live with it one way or the other.
I can live with it one way or another. He also said, many people are interested in Bitcoin. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. This is very different, guys. This is a big pivot from Donald Trump. This is a big pivot. This is one of the leading candidates for the 2024 election. You're talking about the president of the United States that could potentially flip bullish on Bitcoin. That would be very interesting. The dollar is important for any president. If you're going to run for president, you kind of have to support the dollar. You have to, because that's our national currency for us here in the U.S. It was an important currency around the world. It's losing its status. It needs to regain its status for America to be the world power that it has been and once was, and should, or maybe it shouldn't be. I don't know. You tell me. You tell me what should or shouldn't be the world. Maybe there shouldn't be. Maybe it should just all be peer-to-peer transactions in Bitcoin, and that's the whole point. But this is very interesting. He didn't fully endorse Bitcoin, but he certainly left some room, and he said it needs to be regulated, which means he doesn't want to kill it. He doesn't want it to go away. Now, this is very different from what he has said in the past, because in the past, he came out and he said, oh man, Mrs. Crypto Kip came in here and just distracted the heck out of me. Hi, sweetheart. It's all right. It's all right. In the past, he's come out and he said that basically he doesn't like it. It's fake money. It's a sucker's game. And it's out of thin air. Money made out of thin air. That was what he previously said. And now he's saying everybody wants to talk about it. But the fact is, and I've been saying this, politicians have to embrace Bitcoin. And Donald Trump might be doing it. Donald Trump might be embracing Bitcoin here soon. Very interesting to see. I got some good news for any of the FTX folks out there that got wrecked. Judge just approved FTX plan to sell, what do you know, an AI startup investment that they had. Sam Bankman-Fried invested $500 million into this product. It was probably your money that he invested, not $500 million of his own money. $500 million probably of his, the people using his platform's money, probably. I don't have the facts on that, but, that's what they did. That's why he's in jail, right? $1 billion stake in an AI startup. They're going to sell it, and that's probably going to allow them to make their people whole, allegedly, that got wrecked, but whole probably on their positions, probably not in their US dollar value, because, bear market came and a lot of those assets are still down from their highs. So we'll see. But good news for you guys, that any of you guys that got hurt by the FTX dealio. But there is one part of the market that I'm extremely bullish on. Now, if Bitcoin does go to $150,000, this is the thing that I think everybody's missing. Everybody's missing this. I've got a big old target for, I think this will make millionaires. I put it in the title. I think this specifically will make millionaires. I did $stacks and $WELSH. Almost did $Gus, but it's a little too risky for me to keep putting out there like that. But who knows, guys? I am speculating on it. It's a big one. Anyway, Stacks price outperforms the market as its interest in layer 2 Bitcoin grows. Go look at our YouTube channel, look at our thumbnails, and see how long we've been talking about Stacks. Haven't been talking about it for over a year, admittedly, but over the last couple months, I've certainly been talking about it below $2. I was talking about it when it was at $1.50. I think it was down at $1.30. And I was saying, this looks like a good buy right here, and it's up to $2.50. So we've been making some pretty good calls lately. It's been a lot of fun. But the real story isn't just Stacks. It's the fact that you can build on Bitcoin using Stacks. Layer 2 Bitcoin plays. Layer 2 Bitcoin plays. Technological advancements on Bitcoin. Stacks emerges as a leading Bitcoin layer and may solidify its role with the upcoming Nakamoto upgrade, guys. The Nakamoto upgrade is going to be huge. Again, we're talking about EVM-compatible chain level of speed with transactions and cost. I'm talking about cheaper than ETH, cheaper than probably even Cronos, cheaper than a lot of these chains out there, and just as fast, if not faster than some, for Bitcoin DeFi. It's unbelievable. And I think it's going to continue to be unbelievable. I'm very bullish on this thing. Another thing you got to keep in mind, and this is a chart we look at a lot, this is the overview of all the raises going on right now. If you go through and you looked at what the raises are and what people are interested in right now, a majority of these guys is going to be Bitcoin DeFi plays. That's what a majority of these are. They're not all that, but a majority of them are. That is where the most attractive, it's the most attractive spot to put your money right now, in my opinion. And I think that's the opinion of a lot of these big time investors, because that's what they're doing. They're launching a lot of this stuff, Bitcoin layer 2 solutions. It's very interesting. You could look at some of these chains too. There's some other ones in there, but a lot of these are Bitcoin DeFi plays. And the fact of the matter is this is still very low volume historically. I mean, in terms of the amount of money that's getting put into this funding, it's up, it's growing, but it's up from, the bottom, but it's not even close to a full-fledged bull market. We have that coming still. It's very good, very interesting to see kind of this battle playing out. I do believe that STX is going to be probably, if not the number one player here in non-EVM compatible chains. I think it's going to be at least in the top 3 with Solana, Bitcoin, and STX. Why is Bitcoin separate from STX? I thought STX was building on Bitcoin because this Merlin seal, the Lightning Network, there's differentiators on that. It's hard for me to explain exactly what the difference is. I got to learn more myself to be able to explain it to you better. You really understand something when you can explain it to others. That's one of the beautiful things about having this channel is it's really helped me learn more, because the research that I have to do every day, because I have to learn how to say things out loud if I can't talk about it, then what do I know about it, right? And so there you go. I don't know much about Merlin Seal. I don't know much about the Lightning Network. I know it's fast for transactions and all that, and I've heard it in that capacity, and that all makes sense to me. But as for the rest, I've still got some learning to do on it. And look, I'm early. You're early. We're early. So it's okay if you don't know yet. And if you just are speculating and you have no idea what we're talking about with Bitcoin DeFi, that's okay too, because there's a lot of people that just do that in crypto. But you better be ready to take some profits, friends. And I think we're going to have a lot of opportunities to do it, especially with stacks. Look at this. Over the last month, what's the biggest movers? Bitcoin and stacks are in the top. I don't know what Bostrom is, Starknet or MVC. Actually, I saw Starknet actually as a biggest loser in the charts today. So I'm going to look at Starknet. That's just piquing my interest now. Piquing my interest for Starknet. If anybody has the DL on Sparknet, you let me know. But interesting. Anyway, guys, right now, stacks is crashing. It's crashing. And we see WELSH is trying to find a bottom, hopefully. Wouldn't be surprised, actually. Let's see here. There you go. WELSH officially hit this previous peak. Hopefully that's a bounce. Hopefully this hitting here, rejecting there, support here, find support here, find another floor right at this 0.005 level. And hopefully WELSH can keep going. What is WELSH? For those of you guys that don't know, it's the first dog meme on Bitcoin, plain and simple. If you were bullish on Bonk, if you were bullish on Miro, if you were bullish on Analos, if you were bullish on Kakenu Coin, if you were bullish on, what else? Snack. If you're bullish on Honk, if you're bullish on Silly Dragon, if you're bullish on any of these other ridiculous plays, guys, if you were bullish on Feg token back in the day, if you're bullish on Baby Dog Inu Coin, if you're bullish on, what else? Name a meme, guys. Name a meme. Byte. Everybody's talking about Byte. I don't care about Byte. Couldn't care about Byte. You know what I do care about? The first dog meme on Bitcoin. I care about it a lot. That's why I've got double digits. More than that. I've got five figures invested in it. 5 figures invested in it. So, I'm bullish on it, guys. And Gus, let's talk about Gus. I've been making a killing on Gus. And guys, officially, I got some Borden too, which is starting to move. This is a silly, stupid play. This is like an $800,000 market cap, which is actually when I got into Gus. And so I'm just kind of taking some profits from these plays where I'm making a bunch of money. We were talking a little bit. This isn't the real Alex token, so don't get too excited about that, guys. I don't think that's the real Alex token. But let's look at some of this. So here are some of the top plays on stacks. We're talking about stacks. We're talking about stacks DeFi, and it's a big deal. Now, Borden's moving today. Let's see what the market cap is on this thing today, actually. $710,000 market cap. I got a couple $1,000s in there. We'll see what happens. I could lose it all. I'm ready to lose it all. This looks like a scam. If you go to this website, Borden looks like a potentially rug, but that you can make money on rugs. You don't invest more than you're willing to lose. You might as well take some gasoline, pour it over the money that you're investing into a coin like this, and set it on fire, and maybe somebody brings you a bigger bag of money, or maybe you just watch your money go up in ashes, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, there are a lot of coins moving today. Orange is finally making a move back up, which is spectacular to see. Unfortunately, I sold the rest of my orange, guys. I made the move last night. I sold my orange last night in the middle of this red candle, possibly at the bottom of this candle. But the cool thing is I made my last buys on orange right at the peak of this. So literally, I took a bunch of profit up here. I took a little bit of profit up here, took more profit over here throughout this candles. I'm out of orange completely right now, but does that mean that I'm bearish on it? Does that mean that I changed my mind on orange? No. What it means is I'm a greedy guy right now, and I'm being greedy, and I YOLO'd it into Gus last night, right here at the top of this green candle. Not even kidding you guys. Why did I do that? Why did I do something so silly? Guys, because I've already made over 10x on my money in Gus. On my initial investment. So I'm up. I'm kind of dollar cost averaging in. Well, why would you dollar cost average? You're saying dollar cost. You FOMO'd in, Crypto Kip. I mean, in a sense, maybe you could say that I FOMO'd in. You really could. You could say that I panic sold out of orange. But you shouldn't, because I took a killer amount of profit. I won. I beat orange. Beat it. I told you guys the plays as I was making them. Every time I was selling orange, I told you guys I was selling it. I'm telling you when I'm selling. I'm telling you when I'm buying. I will buy more orange. Probably not until it's breaking back to its double peak highs here. I'll take a chance, probably take some profits off of my Gus plays or my Welsh plays, which I think are probably going to do very, very well for me. The problem is if STX falls down, then maybe these get hurt pretty bad. So I am in a position where I could get hurt very, very badly. And if you're in these plays, you could get hurt very, very badly if STX falls off a cliff. But again, I am very bullish on STX. This is my favorite place to go trade these things. There are some other good spots out there, like STX Swap. It's pretty cool. It's a little more old looking, right? This is kind of more of a Uniswap looking guy here, but you know, I did my Xverse wallet and I'm using this, playing around, but that's where I got this Borden token, which is another dog meme. You know, Bitcoin's doing well. Unfortunately, guys, I don't like cats. I'm not a cat guy. There you go. I said it. I'm not buying cat coins anymore. I just don't like cat coins. I bought some. Matter of fact, here, I'll tell you. I bought probably about $1,500 worth, and I sold it and only got $500. I took a 70% loss on this thing the other day, and I could have just held it. But honestly, I was like, I got a stronger feeling. And wow, you just burned money like that, Crypto Kip, and did you panic sell? No, I honestly kind of had a little moment of clarity. I probably panic bought the thing in the first place. I'm telling you guys, just being transparent with you guys. These are highly speculative plays. There's a lot of plays here on STX, but in the scheme of things, there's really not a lot of things on STX. You look at the amount of cryptocurrencies that are out in existence, and then you look at the amount of things that are being built on STX. Heck, look at the amount of coins that are available on Alex Labs, the super app for Bitcoin DeFi. There's like 10 assets that are even worth considering trading on here. And most of them are memes. And so my play is I'm just kind of speculating in some of these memes and having some fun. And if Gus keeps going to all-time highs, so then I'm going to be a very happy man. And if you guys bought some, you're going to be a very happy man as well. Tizzo Carr says, Biddy has no LP. Yeah, I'm out of, I don't know. And Tizzo says, Leo's the token I have. It's a cat, though. But Leo is cool. Why? Because, notice this. Leo is the ad. The Leo team is the people that build STX tools. So that is kind of bullish, to be honest with you guys, for Leo. Except I hate cats. That's the problem. My steer or me machine, I'm going to call you Mr. Machine from now on. Mystery Machine. Wow. Hard with the caps. Mystery Machine says, what are your thoughts on Fulcrum? I love Fulcrum. I think it's a fantastic application on Cronos. I think the market cap is super low, and I think it's going to perform spectacularly. John 316 is all in on Crow. I hope you're being facetious, John. I hope you're not all in on Crow. I hope you have some diversification. I'm not telling you that you should be buying some of this trash up here, and who knows, maybe this trash becomes treasure, right? But you know, it's nice to get a little diversification. I think at the very least, if you're missing stacks, you're missing the narrative of that's the point of kind of the title of my, you know, This is going to make millionaires. Bitcoin DeFi is going to make millionaires. I've been basically talking about it every day, and I've been doing it for a good reason, y'all. I have. All right, guys. All right. Let me know if the volume's okay on that, guys. We're going to start looking at some charts here now. It's time, y'all. It's time. All right, so what are the questions you guys have on the day? How are we feeling, guys? Uniswap is still rallying up to 11 bucks. Absolutely unbelievable. I don't know what the scoop is on this thing. I really couldn't tell you exactly why Uniswap is pumping. It is the #1 swap on Ethereum. That's a fact. Let's go ahead, guys, and look at some charts here and see what's going on. Let's look at Bitcoin, see where we're at with BTC. All right, guys. All right, let's pull up some charts. See what we got. Let me know how you're feeling in the chat. Welcome to those of you guys that's joining us. This is the Crypto Report. I am Crypto Kip. We do have some members on this channel that have access to our private Discord. If you want access to our private Discord, you can join in the link in the description down below. When you sign up as a member on our YouTube channel, you get a free pass to our private Discord. All you got to do is link your YouTube to your Discord. But the members are having a lot of fun. We're making money, guys. That's for sure. And if you're not making money and you're watching the content, then I don't know what you're doing. Gotta pay attention, y'all. Gotta pay attention. You got it, Beckenbauer. Glad you like the tunes. Johnny Sevenfold sold his bone for stacks. I love what I'm hearing, man. That was a genius play, Johnny. Genius play. That's a smart man. Bone, I'm not into any of that. Bone and leash, and not into any of that. Personally, if you own some, good luck. You could be right. I could be missing the boat. I'm not gonna get everything perfectly right to the T, guys. That's never. I would never make that promise. It's never something I could fulfill. I'm not making promises here. I'm giving you speculation. I'm hyping up some things that I think got me hyped up. Okay. I think there's a narrative that we're following, and I think we're very close. Aiden says, mission, sell that Ben coin. Just sell it. Bencoin V2 Turbo, spell thought. Yeah, I see. Aiden says, mission, sell that Bencoin. You know, I'm still holding my Bencoin. I'm going to sell it soon. Hold on. I am. I have like $700 worth of Bencoin. I'm going to sell it all soon. And guess what I'm going to buy? Can you guess? Can you guess? Let's see what else we got going on. Gus has been good for me. Tizzo, when did you get into Gus, man? What, 2x, 3x, 10x, 100x? What do you got? Kip says, do you promise a $1 crow? See, if there's one thing I'd want to promise, John, it would be a $1 crow, but I can't get cornered into any promises that I can't keep. I don't have control. We need buyers. We need buyers. And I think the buyers are coming, by the way. Crow versus BTC. Just like it's hitting the bottom potentially versus Bitcoin, it might want to start pumping. It might want to start pumping, guys. We'll see. It could be bottoming versus BTC. It is possible. And if so, we get a big move up, and that'd be great. This is a John Wick dark techno mix, which I'm a big fan of personally. That one's a little intense, though. We're going to skip that song. I don't like hardcore dubstep. I like more chill beats, like deep house. But it's hard to find good deep house that's copyright free. Got to do copyright free stuff. Tizzo's got a 3x on Gus. Marty says, in Gus we trust. Guys, I'm a big holder of Gus. And I'm holding. I'm holding for now. And I'll keep you guys posted. But I am holding that coin for now, and I'll be shuffling some profits aside. Originally, I was like looking to sell that thing a little sooner, but I'll tell you guys, it's at a $3 million market cap. I think a $10 million market cap's on the table, and that's when I'll think about taking some. off the table. If you don't know what Gus is, well, you should probably watch the channel, because you could have gotten in that degen play and made it 3x like some of the folks in the chat there. And that's okay. You're not going to catch them all. Don't go chasing. Don't go chasing waterfalls, all right? Well, okay, what else we got going on? Talk to me, people. Talk to me, people. I'm going to end our poll in the chat. Maybe I'll put out another poll here. I'm going to go ahead and mute this music again. It's a little too much, maybe. It's a little too much. Let's see here. I want to know. I got to ask the question here. Do you like the music? I got to know, guys. I need your vote. And by the way, speaking of votes, you guys did vote. Bullish or bearish? 86% of you are bullish. We had 59 votes. 89% of you, or 86% of you guys are bullish with 59 votes. Very interesting. Very interesting, friends. I like what I'm hearing. I would like to be bullish with you. I lean bearish right now. I'll be honest with you guys. I lean bearish in the short term. In the short term, I'm buying, I'm accumulating. In fact, I got my paycheck this morning. Guess what I'm going to do? Can you guess what I'm going to buy with my paycheck this morning? Can anybody guess? What am I going to YOLO all my paycheck money into this morning? Later, right after the stream? Can you guess? Can you guess? Can you guess? Maybe a little bit lower, or turn up your mic. Okay, good to know. Good to know. We got 78% of you guys that do like the music. We got 9 votes. Go ahead and vote for me because I want to know. And if it's too loud, I need to know because I can't hear what you guys hear. So I need your feedback in order to do this thing the right way. And by the way, call me Hunch. I don't know if you're out there or you're watching, or some of you guys might follow him. He's a fantastic YouTuber. You should check him out if you haven't done so. I was supposed to have him on today as a guest. I dropped the ball. I didn't follow up with him, and I didn't schedule it. He had a day off. I missed my window to do it. I had a crazy week. It just didn't happen this week. Got a lot going on over here. But I intend on having him on the channel because I want to give him more exposure to more audience members, because I really like what the guy has to say. I really like what the guy has to say. Him and I have a way different personality and philosophy in a sense, but we're thinking down the same road right now, and he's definitely influenced me. I'll tell you that. You want elevator music? You know? Reminds me of the Oscar Ramos streams. Yeah, he's been bumping tunes. I see that lately. I really like deep house. That's what I like. But chill. There's one that I'd play for you guys, but it's not copyright free, unfortunately, because I was playing this music at a poker game, and it was super great, and everybody loved it, and I'm a big fan of it, and I just want it really quiet in the background, but I got to make sure that it makes sense. 79% of you guys do like the music. You like the Boy from Iwo Jima? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Boy from Iwo Jima. Something like that, right? There's your elevator music. What do we got? We got Crowcoin doing nothing. Alex Labs coming down. It's crashing. We're crashing. Santana, the Santana Mumble. Yeah, there you go. You like it? Lay some Dixieland. Heading outside the land of the pines. See what we got, guys. $50,000 Bitcoin. Looks like it wants to fall. It does, guys. Unfortunately, this is looking kind of weak. It's looking kind of weak. I've expected a crash for a while. I'm ready for the crash. If the crash happens, I'm going to get destroyed on my Gus bags, most likely, unless for some reason it's the counter trade and it works out. I'm going to get destroyed on my Welsh bags, probably. We'll see. I just hope we somebody says parallel. If you're saying parallel, I hope we just keep going boop to the right. That'd be great. 80% of you guys did like the tunes. All right, fine. If you guys don't like the tunes, why don't you vote for me? You let me know. Somebody said make it a little quieter. Is that better? Is the volume mix good? Somebody give me some feedback. Can you still hear it even? Let's see what else we got. I'm gonna go ahead and find this other one actually. So this one I like a lot more. It's just kind of more chill. It's a little less intense, you know what I mean? We got Sushi Satoshi in the chat. My guy. You know, me and him have played video games together. Sushi Satoshi and me are good old friends. Oh, my little screen sharing capabilities just kind of died. Oh well. That's all right. I can't see the chat, but you can see my screen and you can see me, so that'll work out for now. But if you guys do have questions, there you go. Unable to connect. My bad, y'all. My bad. All right. So, Bitcoin 50,900. It really is interesting. Maybe we'll go over to like, let's see what's going on over here. I'm gonna go to crypto Twitter. Round 4, it happened again today. Gus is making highs, guys. This is the new trend, is these little boxer guys. By the way, who's gonna be watching the BitBoy Ben Armstrong fight? That's gonna be interesting to watch him get in a fight. I kind of want to see that. Let's see what we got. Hunchy. Happy for you with your baby, man. That's awesome. What do we got? Oh yeah, for Cronos, we do have the ZK EVM coming. This is good. Just, you know, more developments going on. Let's talk about this a little bit. So, Crypto Manran with 761K followers. Guys, founder of Crypto Banter. This is one of the biggest channels out there in crypto. You know, we've been talking about this for a while, that nobody is talking about Bitcoin DeFi. But the first pick for him, 10% of his portfolio recommendation is Solana. The other 5% is Stacks. Stacks beats out Arbitrism, Optimism, Stark, which is, oh, you know what, which we were looking at. I'm gonna look at this Stark more. It kind of got me interested, to be honest with you. WELSH is in here. It's the degen play. I've got some good money in this degen play, and I got good money in Gus too. Originally, I invested more money in to WELSH than I did into Gus, but Gus flipped my WELSH bags just because. But this is what we got going on, guys. Right now. Big influencers. This is unbelievable. Crypto Banter official. How many followers do they have on it? 308K followers. The official picks. This alone could actually spark some buying. I'm not even kidding. Unfortunately, fortunately, say whatever you want to say. Crypto influencers, when they start talking about things, do influence people. I know that some of you guys are buying the things that I'm talking about. I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm not explicitly telling you need to buy this, or that you should or whatever. But you could see where my mentality's at. But it's not financial advice. But unfortunately, fortunately and unfortunately, sometimes unfortunately, people do listen to what the influencers have to say. And you know what? It was kind of nice that over the last couple months, nobody was talking about Stacks. And so it kind of gave us a really good opportunity to get in before the masses. You know what I'm saying? Kind of gave us an opportunity to get in before the masses. Having trouble with my screen share. Hold on, let me fix this, guys, and I'll get back to the chat because I want to see where your minds are at and what's going on. There we go. All right. All right. I got it. I figured it out. Yeah, one does simply not have music without some body grooving action. I just can't help it. You know, I'm body grooving, man. Thanks for the live and all the updates, says Miles Logan. Glad you enjoy it. Johnny Sevenfold says, what I would do is DCA in these times up and down. I like the DCA and a hodl strategy. I lost the monitor again, folks. All right, y'all. Unshare the screen. That's okay. Let's just do a little Q&A and we'll groove out. No charts because my screen sharing's dying on me. I didn't charge my iPad last night. Mini Crypto Kip iPad extensions out. Okay, so 68% of you guys like music, 32% of you guys don't. I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know how to feel about that. At the end of the day, there's going to be people on both sides. If you guys have any questions or you're looking at anything or you want to peek at anything, you let me know in the comments, guys. If not, I think that's it. I think we'll call it. Guys. All right, y'all. That's all I got in this one. I am Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. $150,000 Bitcoin. Is it on the table? Yeah, it's on the table. Can it happen in 2024? Yeah, it could happen in 2024. Will it? I don't know, but I'll tell you what. When Bitcoin starts breaking all-time highs, you know what I'm going to be very excited for? I'm going to be very excited for stacks to break out to all-time highs. And Welsh, the degen play that you just saw, Crypto Banner's picking it now. A lot of people are going to start picking it. I think it's going to be big, guys. I'm getting ready for an absolutely explosive bull run. I think that Bitcoin DeFi is going to be the narrative. Emmy Crow, good to see you. Thanks for joining, guys. Thanks for joining everybody. Marty says, smash the like. Couldn't agree more. 31 viewers, 37 likes. I'm out of here, guys. Have a great weekend. Happy Friday to each and every single one of you guys. More videos coming on the daily for you because that's just how we do it. I'm Crypto Kip. This is the Crypto Report. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time, guys. Peace, y'all.